Okay, so the playoffs are here and we're about to go up against Sheffield Wednesday in the playoffs within the first leg. There is 3 days between the away leg. We're hosting them at home, which hopefully gives us the advantage first. Another bit of good news is that we've secured the loan signing of Timmy Abraham for a second season. He has played a total of 48 games, starting 44 with 24 goals this year. As you can see, he's been on loan for 5 years, so about to come on loan for his 6th year in a row. So Timmy can be happy. 174 league games as a player. 163 of them have come from Newport County. He's only 24 years of age. If he gets in the championship next year, then that's great for him as he continues to go up the league. We're going to just adjust the budget there so we can get Finn Azaz back in on loan as well. Similar position for him. So that's another great signing for us to secure Finn coming back in on loan to us, which is one of the most important things. Yeah, I'd like to sign Timmy and Finn, as I said in the last little quick capture, that I'd like to sign them on long-term contracts and make them Newport County players. But at the end of the day, if I can keep securing them on loan and getting them back in, and hopefully that they can be playing championship football next year, that's great for their careers as they get to step up the leagues again. They develop their reputation, they adjust to the leagues, and that's great for them and their development. So hopefully they'll return to Newport County. The only problem is if they have a great season and they go up a league, there's potential that we end up losing them. We lose some great players. And then we're at a bit of a disadvantage then because the clubs with money have come in for the most successful players. And then we're back to square one where we have to try and source players from elsewhere. So here we are on the opening game of this semi-final first leg. We're hosting Sheffield Wednesday. Here we are with the team lineups. They're looking good. Sheffield Wednesday have a very good squad there. Hutchinson, Norwood, Baker, just to name a few in their squad. So it's not going to be an easy game. Here we are in the first leg. I think I'm going to extend this episode so we can see both legs rather than stop and record. But here we go into the first leg. Oh, unless it's a nail biter and that we can try and get you watching the second episode and creating another clip. So here we go, Sonny Perkins. We have signed from West Ham permanently. We had £1 million compensation to pay, and all I had to do was adjust the budget, and somehow we paid it, even though originally we only had a transfer budget of 70k. So no idea how that's gone over the line. But either way, I'm very happy to have Sonny Perkins, as he possesses a lot of potential and ability. It's just how we harness that ability and potential now, and that he can hopefully settle into Newport County and become such a good player for us. One of the clauses in Sonny's contract is if he plays really well, or a release clause that we have in there, which is going to happen as a result of him playing really well and us trying to negotiate a deal with other clubs if someone does come in for him, is that the fact that we could get £2.4 million for Sonny, which would be huge for us as a club as a transfer fee. It would not only be able to pay our debts, it'd be able to help with the operation and running costs for a year ahead. It'd give us a big transfer budget. And that's what's needed for Newport County. So if the board have sanctioned this out of long-term budgeting and there's less budget available for the years ahead, then this is a really good deal for us as a club as we get the quality of Sonny Perkins in the process and we become recognised for his personal growth as well. So this is fantastic business for us as a club. Okay, 53 minutes in, currently 0-0. Things are looking pretty even at the moment. Sonny Perkins is not having a great game, so let's try and get him off the pitch. And let's try and let's swap Sonny for Timmy, put Timmy up front. Let's bring Sonny off here and put Lewis Collins in on that position. Let's have a quick glance through. Ryan Astley, a very good centre-back on a yellow card. Don't want to risk him putting us down to 10 men, so we're going to bring him off for the experienced Mickey Demetrio, and hopefully Mickey's leadership and experience will help us within the game going forward as well as defensively. So here we are, the 2 changes have just been made, some fresh legs from Lewis Collins. Hopefully he can get an assist or get a goal, or hopefully both, but here we go. 7 shots, 2 on target for us, 8 and 2 on target for Sheffield Wednesday. Still things are very close. Lachlan Brook is being suggested as the change there for Finn Azaz. I don't want to make it too early, but I don't want to make it too late. So I'm going to take the advice on board, and unfortunately Timmy Abraham was in a fantastic position there to score, but unfortunately didn't put the ball in the back of the net, which is a real shame. So 4 players on yellow cards for Sheffield Wednesday. So it shows that they're getting a bit agitated, but then so are we by the looks of the faces underneath each of our players in front of us here. Okay, good save there. Fortunately, one of our defenders was there to clean up behind the goalkeeper at the back. Here we go, Ilunga. Oh, it's hit the post, it's come back out. If we had just taken that 1-0 advantage and taken a win here today, that would have really give us some confidence and give us a benefit. Oh, and there we go, Sheffield Wednesday pinch a goal on the 92nd minute in the playoff. Come on, 1-1, come on County. This is typical Newport County behaviour though. A typical playoff and playoff final. And Newport County conceding in the last moments as usual. Most of the time it's been in a in the extra time element, which has only been seconds away from the penalty. Unfortunately, a 1-0 loss here at home 3 days ago. It's not massive in terms of what we need to overturn, but we just don't have the quality of depth in the players available. Realistically, if we got Timmy Abraham, we're changing his position. We want him scoring. If we're bringing on Lewis Collins, we want him scoring. We want Sonny Perkins scoring. But then when you've got the likes of Ilunga in your squad, then we don't really have the depth of quality available to us. So there's quite a few players which I'm releasing now at the end of this year, or not renewing their contracts because they're not part of my plans, and I want to free up the squad in terms of space available, and I want to free up the wage budget. I want to try and get some more players in on loan, especially young players, which is always difficult for us because they lack that experience and they lack that match day mentality. But hopefully they'll have that eagerness and quality that we can harness, and they become excellent players for us which have not been recognised by other clubs or that they haven't been given the game time. But it just means that things are also difficult because if it doesn't work out for this young player, or they haven't settled, or it just proves that they're not good enough for this level, it makes things more difficult for us in the assessment of players, and then trying to find better players and then deal with the parent club, questioning why they're not getting as much game time. The player then becomes unhappy, and then it does risk us not receiving loans from the club that we've received the player from. So it does create some issues, but that's all about the man management and club management and everything that comes into being a manager, which is the fun and realism of Football Manager. So here we are in the second leg away from home at Sheffield Wednesday. 1-0 down. We do need to overturn this result. There we go, Finn Azaz. Unfortunately, there wasn't a goal to be scored. So Timmy Abraham is on the bench here today. Even if we do remain in the League One, next year, unlucky, tried to chip him there, then it's not bad for us as a club. It just means things are a little bit more difficult in terms of the motivation to remain in this league when you want to just aspire to be further up. But it's that hard work and that prosperity, as well as playing consistently at a league, and the developments behind the scenes which can hopefully allow the club to grow and move forward to push into the Championship, which is where the club realistically would like to be. Although the club would realistically like to be here, its resources and finance available isn't realistic for us to push up into that league by financing a great team to push up there. So it's all about how we manage the team, bring in the players, how we coach them, the results that we pick up throughout the season. That is going to really benefit us to try and get up to the Championship. So here we go into the second leg. Garrick down the left hand side there. Osriel has got the ball back to Garrick. Was come off the post once again. If we could have just got it a fraction inside of the post on both games, we'd be 2-up, but our current position is that we're still 1-0 down. Connolly just missed there. Good transition from the goalkeeper at the back, long ball. Connolly through the centre backs, 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. We do have a very, we're 23 years of age. Okonkwo, we'll call him Okonkwo. Formerly of West Brom and Arsenal, I believe. Here we go, we're in the attack. Okonkwo can be our long-term goalkeeper, and he can keep growing and developing as well. So Newport have got 9 shots, 6 on target. The stats aren't great in terms of Sheffield Wednesday, so realistically all we need is someone to score. We just need someone to score. Just put it in the back of the net, like twice. Just doesn't look. This is what the problem is. We just don't have the quality to finish. We're in control of the game. The stats are in our favour. We just need someone to score and put one away. And everything's in our favour. It's working how we want it to work. This wouldn't be a bad league result either. 0-0 draw. Oh, he's come across the post, the face of the goal. Yep, this looks like all Sheffield Wednesday need is to get to the final. A nice little winner away. A draw at home they'll take. Into the final, nice and comfortable for them. Such a big shame for us, but we clinched in and we just made playoffs. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Good luck to Sheffield Wednesday in the final. We can be pleased with the season that we've had. We've worked hard. And this is where we will remain for the next season ahead. Again, this relates to real life. I know many Newport County fans want to be up in the Championship. And they want to be up in League One for next season already for this year. But questions are being asked, can we sustain being in League One with the resources and stature of the clubs around us? There's already clubs spending millions of pounds in League Two. We're not spending millions of pounds. If we got the League One, then obviously there are clubs which have a lot more money available, and same up in the Championship. So here we go. That is a sort of dampener after that great playoff, after that great game to get us into the playoff semi-finals. But here we go, and we go again. But we look forward to the season ahead, and I'm hoping to get some episodes up for the year ahead as well. But this is Red Tonto 13. Catch me on Twitter and YouTube. Thank you very much.